allies here.
Yeah, for sure. I wanted to, how do you think Russian leadership, Vladimir Putin and Medvedev and Sergei Lavrov, how do you think they view the American people, the regular people of America?
Well, I mean, as human beings,
Right.
as fellow human beings, as good people, especially Lavrov. He's dealt with Americans his entire life. He knows the American people. Um, he knows America. He knows that America has the potential of being one of the greatest nations in the world, that we stand for. We have good ideals, good values. Putin respects America, respects the accomplishments of the United States. So does Dmitry Medvedev. Um, I think they're disgusted with the current leadership of the United States. They are very disappointed in the Congress of the United States. And as such, they are dismayed with the American public at large for electing a Congress such as the one that we have. It's disappointing for Russia to see American democracy floundering in the way that it is. We're supposed to be better than this. I think that they view America as a nation that has significant problems: racism, unemployment, poverty, um, hate crimes, gun violence, a bad medical system. But that doesn't reflect on their attitude towards the American people. I think there's great love between Russia and the American people. I don't think you will find in Russia people who say, I hate Americans. I think you'll find a lot of people that say, I'm disappointed in Americans. And you'll find a whole bunch of people who say that I don't like the American government. I don't like the way America interfaces with the rest of the world. But when it comes down to the individual Americans, I think there's a lot of love, a lot of respect, a lot of shared humanity. I think the Russians, more so than their American counterparts, bequeath to the Americans the reality of humanity, meaning they recognize Americans as being mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, uncles, aunts, people capable of love, capable of emotion, keep people capable of desire, human beings. You won't get that reaction from Americans. We tend to oversimplify Russians. We tend to say, oh, the Russians are, they're slaves to autocracy. The Russians are this, the Russians are that. But the last thing we do is say the Russians are people. I mean, why else would we support economic sanctions that were designed to inflict horrific economic harm on the Russian people? Normally, when we impose sanctions against a nation, the sanctions are designed to target a certain class, the ruling class, etc. We try to avoid something that brings undue harm to the innocent people. But this most recent round of sanctions is designed to collapse the Russian economy in a manner that engenders horrific harm on the Russian people to the extent that they would rise up and remove Vladimir Putin from power. That means that the American people are okay with hurting the Russian people. And I think this has it reflects bad on America. And I think, when the Russian people think about it, it lowers their opinions of Americans. I mean, what kind of people wish harm on other people? I mean, it's again, nations can have their differences, governments can have their differences. Even if those differences turn into war, war is war. People understand that. But this was a deliberate economic act designed to bring life-ending harm to the average Russian. And I don't think the Russians are too okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw a funny tweet the other day. It was a picture on top. It was Joe Biden, and it had a quote. It said, "I will crush Russia and its people." And on the bottom, it was a picture of Napoleon and Hitler, and it just said, "Good luck with that." Right? Like,
Yeah.
not very easy to do. I wanted to touch